Hello and welcome to Neil's Spanish Fly Box. I hope you are all keeping well and safe. From some of the comments I've had, I have to say that everybody clearly wants to see perdigons, and there are many of them, many patterns. But in the Spanish Fly Box, there are also emergers, ephemeras, natural nymphs, larvae, grubs. There are all sorts, and in order to be faithful to the Spanish Fly Box, I will be putting tyings up of that particular type of fly, not just perdigons. Now today's tying is a Chironomid, and I owe the pattern to one of Spain's top fly anglers, and I'm pleased that he put it out into the public. In order to tie it, you'll need black tying thread, and this is 12/0, a dun feather to use a quill for the rib, and some hair's ear for the thorax. Right. One of the other things that has come up in the comments, the manufacturer and model of the hooks that I use. Now, I'm not a sponsored fly tyer, so I buy in bulk, and the manufacturer and the model number are a little bit up in the air. But the whole point of today's tying is to show that you don't actually have to have the type of hook that you need, or that people would normally tie on, because this fly would normally be tied on a curved hook, and I'm tying it on a size 20 wide gape dry fly hook. Now you would certainly tie it in a 16 and an 18, but as you can see here, that is a 16 on your right, and that is a size 20 of this type of hook that I'm using now on the left. So I've brought the thread to the bend of the hook, and I'm now going to tie in the rib. Basically, all you need to do is to take off the fibres from the rib so that you are left with the quill. And it's the quill that you'll be using to create the rib. This fly was tied to fish for brown trout, basically, but sight fishing. You know, during the summer when the water is low, you often see a brown trout midstream and high in the water, picking off morsels as they come down the river. And this fly was invented to catch those trout. I'm just going to cut off the point. And tie it in. I'm going to go right the way around the bend, if you know what I mean, and wind back up. I know that the best sizes for this are probably a 16 and an 18, but as I said, I'm tying this on a 20 to show that another type of hook can be used. I'm just going to put a half hitch in that so that it doesn't fall off, and bring it back up. I'm going to put a little bit of super glue across the top there to hold the rib in place. Right, and slowly wind this up. That was the spring just jumping off of my vise. For some unknown reason it suddenly came loose and off it popped. Fortunately, I will not need it for this tying. These things happen. Right, up to the thorax area, and I'll tie that off there. And trim off the quill. Right, I'm just going to straighten the hook up a little bit in the vise and tidy up there. And I'm just going to take off a length of floss for the thorax and fold it in two, in half, and then in half again. And tying the thorax. Tidy up. Right, and for the thorax, it's the darkest hair of the hare's ear that we need. So, start the back here. Tap this on. Right, and wind on the thorax. Come loose. Right, get rid of the excess, just pull that hair back. Tidy up a bit. Pull the thorax cover over. And trim off the floss. Tidy up. And tie off. Just put a little dab of super glue on there just to keep the knot tight. Don't need a knot. Right, now I'm going to brush out some of this hair, some of the thorax. Trim it up a little bit underneath there. And there you have the Chironomid finished. It's a great little fly. Just when you see the trout, cast it a few yards above it. It's going to sink slowly and hopefully the fish will come to it. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider being so. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.